Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below. Hello everybody and welcome to Apex Online Racing Dirt 4's Rallycross League Season 5 on the PC. After a week break, we are back with a vengeance for round number 3 in Lydden Hill in England. And this track is going to be very difficult because all the heats tonight have some form of rain of some sort, which will make things very interesting for the drivers. We've got heavy rain to start off with, normal rain in heat 2 and light rain in heat 3. So if you're wondering what's happening, the weather is decided at random on the day, and that's why it came up. So you know, that's why it came up. And I am back after a week's break as well. Luckily the week break happened when I was away, so we didn't miss out on all the action. So yes, if you're wondering, I had a great time away and it was very relaxing. But I'm good to be back in the commentary box, and I'm so delighted that Dirt 4 is the first venture in the commentary box for a while. So for those of you that are wondering, I am Jess and I'll be your commentator throughout this evening's race. So we are very excited with the amount of drivers we've got today. We have got 11 drivers today. We've got 4 in one heat, 4 in one race, 4 in the second race, and 3 in the final race in heat 1. So should be very exciting. And we got one new driver as well that's just joined the league, who used to be on Xbox but recently got the game on PC and decided to make the jump to Rallycross on AOR. So very excited to have him along. His name is Nate. Hope you give him a warm welcome. And I was speaking to him in the chat earlier, and he is very excited to compete in these leagues. But we also got our regulars as well that is there tonight as well. Unfortunately, a few people could not make it, but let's not concentrate on the people who can't make it. Let's concentrate on the people who are here, and is going to be some interesting racing. So, as far as it stands, Isa is still leading the championship. Can anyone stop him? There was a throwback last season in Season 4 where he bottled it in Lydden Hill, and his championship contenders took the lead. Will it happen today, or will he forget the balls he had last season in this very track and come to his senses? Or maybe someone different will take the lead of the championship today. So, this track is especially close. The starts on Lydden Hill depend on whether you choose to do it. There's a really fast right-hander coming up of Chesson, where you got to find a lot of traction, and there's tar on the inside as well, and it's going to be extremely hard, especially in the rain. So, without further ado, let's get started with this. So, I need to check if my invites are working. Steam is working, and I'm also going to check the first lobby. I should really check that first before inviting me. So, hold on a second whilst I check that. I'll check. I've got a sticky note there we go. Yes, it's the right one. So here we go. So I hope you're all excited as we are for some dirt action, and I am very looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. So let's get cracking, and let me just join. Speedo. Yes, there we go. There we go. I'm actually very excited, and this first heat that we have got today, this first race, it is Primero, Spiky, Court, and I think that's it. I think we're going to have 4, but I think one person could not make it, I believe. So So we have Court, Spiky and Primero for this first heat. Who do you think is going to win this first heat? Well, we will have to find out and see what happens. So, we'll just wait for the lobby to start and then we can switch scenes. Here we go. So, the Joker lap on Lydden Hill is probably one of the most trickiest on the calendar, especially in the rain. So, yeah, Lydden Hill is going to be a monster with a Joker lap. But I find this track quite good to drive. That was one of the first tracks I actually practiced when I got the game. But the most horrifying thing that I did was I forgot to change the game settings whilst I was practicing for the second season. I thought, oh my god, I'm doing a good lap here, but it was actually in the gamer settings, so that was very interesting, I got to tell you that. Right, we are about to get underway and get ready for some action. So, we've got, as you can see, it is chucking it down with rain for the first heat. So, should be really fun for these guys. And just to let you know, if you will not watch the second stream that happened about a few weeks ago, we have scrapped the semi-finals and finals, and we're just doing heats. And the results are based on race time. And it's not based on order, it is based on race time. So it'll be interesting to see how these drivers do. So we're already on board with Primero now. We also got Spiky and Court alongside. These three drivers are absolutely very good in this league, so it'll be interesting to see what happens today. So, here we go. We're riding on board with them, and Court's getting a very good start going into turn one. Oh, and a bit of sliding from Primero. That's allowed Spiky to go past him, a mistake, but again, it's very tricky in the rain. But already, Court is definitely pulling away from the rest of the guys. But we can see Spiky and Primero fighting in the background for position. It's very good to do this, and Primero has got a bit of damage to his bumper. Oh, what's happened to Spiky? Already some carnage going on this first couple of laps, and the only person to not have damage at the moment is Court. Spiky's probably come a bit worse for wear than Primero, I think. So Spiky and Primero have got to be very, very careful. I think Court Court is not taking a Joker lap, but Primero is. But its damage seemed to repair itself, which was very good. But Primero really needs to catch up to make sure he scores some valuable points. Now, Lydden Hill, like I said, a very tricky track in the rain. Very fun to drive in the drive, but very difficult to drive in the rain, because you've got to think about braking zones. Not many of these drivers had a lot of practice in the rain, so this is why we're expecting, and we've got some more battles happening with Spiky. Spiky is pulling ahead. Oh, what's happened with Primero again? Hold on a second. Primero is already going through corners. Spiky, I don't know what happened with Spiky there, but Primero almost hit the wall. He almost clipped it, but he managed to hold that together quite nicely there. So hopefully he can relive that mistake and concentrate on the rest of the lap being perfect. There are 5 laps of each race, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. And Court's doing absolutely amazing so far. If you look at the back of him, you can't see anyone. He's got some clear air. He can't afford to become too complacent at this stage. He's got to keep focus. Don't forget, Court is an esports finalist on Dirt 4, so he is one of the best of this game. He is one of the championship contenders that is fighting for the win of this championship, as well as Serene Logic and Aiza. Can anyone beat Aiza tonight? Court may be one of them. Spiky, I believe, is in second. Or it might be, yeah, Spiky's in second with Primero. Seems having another bit of trouble there, but he is recovering, which is quite good. And Court, I think he's about to start his final lap. Doing a very good job there. This tricky right-hander is very tricky on this game. And as I was complaining earlier, that is one of the most trickiest corners. And we've got another left-hander, which is also quite tricky to follow as well, because there's a lot of gravel. And coming up here, this is where I struggle on this game to brake, because I sometimes fall on the grass. So I wonder how these drivers handle it, but they seem to be handling it very, very well indeed. So we've got, I do believe, quarters just finished. Spikey's coming home in second, with Primero in third place. So, interestingly, Primero and Spikey have got penalties. Primero with a 10-second penalty, Spikey with a 20-second. So that allowed Primero to go into second place. But the race time to beat at the moment is a 3:20.9. So that is what is going to happen. That is what the other drivers have got to beat in order to make sure they win the first heat. Don't forget, there are 3 heats in all. So, let's go back to another scene. Hold on a second. There we go. The beauty of the Stream Deck. And speaking about Stream Decks, Elgato are still selling Stream Decks, Camlinks, and HD60Xs, which most of our AOR drivers do use, and also our commentators as well. We are partnered by Elgato, and we have a very good relationship with them, so I strongly, highly recommend you get any one of their products, because it's amazing. Recently, this morning, I received in the post the chat link, which I was waiting for absolutely forever. I saw it was on stock. Whilst I was on holiday, I looked at my phone and I was like, oh, it's on stock. So I was like, buy, order, and I finally got it. So I was so relieved, absolutely so relieved. But anyway, enough babbling about cam links and chat links and Elgato. But Elgato is definitely, people use capture cards quite a lot to broadcast highlights, especially on the consoles. So I strongly recommend you. Oh, what's happened? I don't want to invite. Go away. I strongly recommend you get any of the Elgato products. And we are also powered by Thrustmasters as well. Some of these guys use the Thrustmaster wheel for this league as well. And we recently joined with partnership with GT and Mega Racing as well. So it's great to have these sponsors behind us in AOR as well. So very, very exciting. And get any one of those products. That will be amazing. So there we go. We are just about to start, I believe. I'm going to ready up just to tell people that I'm ready. So we've got the moment in the lobby. We've got Serene Logic. Oh, where's Serene Logic gone? Serene Logic must have disconnected. I don't know, but we'll be back soon. Oh, cancel already. Well, everyone's leaving. Everyone's leaving. Is it my internet? No, it's not my internet. I was worrying it was my internet for a minute then, but it wasn't. So, I am going... Yep, I'm being invited again. There we go. I think it's a different lobby, that's probably right. So, it's not the people that I've just said. So, yes, unfortunately, when I was racing in Dirt 4, the weeks that they did Lydden Hill, I couldn't make it. I was gutted. The second, I think I did it in the third this season. I can't really remember if I did it or not, but I can't remember if I did Lydden Hill or not. But it may be in my imagination. I really don't know. So yes, and also a massive shout out to all 11 of you that are watching the stream right now. If you are liking the content that you're seeing right now, don't forget to click the like button. And also turn notifications on so you know when to see a video from AOR next, because AOR has got some great content along the way. Don't forget the new F1 2018 season is on the horizon, and it will be starting on the 30th of September. And sign-ups are still open. Check the AOR website for more information if you're interested in signing up for that. But right now, we are about to start the second race of the first heat in Dirt 4, and we've got heavy rain once again, just like we said before. So let me know in the chat who you think is going to win the second heat, the second race of the first heat. Still trying to get my bearings, because this is our first commentary venture back after a week's break, but I seem to be doing well so far, and I hope you're liking what you're seeing. So let's get back. Here we go. We've got Stroke, Aita, Keats and Serene Logic racing today in this second race. I am looking at the chat all the time, guys, so if you want to get involved, the hashtag on Twitter, by the way, is hashtag AORDirt. And you can get involved that way. I will be checking Twitter and I will be checking the chat as well. So, we've got all 4 drivers lining up for some action. Who do you think's going to win? We'll have to find out. This is going to be a very close field coming up for you. It is chucking down with rain. Anything can happen. We're about to get underway now. And all 4 gone equally decent start indeed, but someone is falling away. But Serene Logic is the one that has got a better start first. But we got Aita catching up. Those 2 are one of the faster drivers in this league. So having them 2 in a heat together is going to be very exciting to see who comes out on top. Who is the cream of the cream, basically. It is very interesting. Serene Logic seems to get a better start, but Aita is catching up. There are some very tricky corners to overtake, and these 2 will find some opportunities to overtake. Probably this one may be an opportunity as well. They keep managing to keep very clean. Serene Logic went on the grass a little bit. Serene Logic decided to take the Joker lap. We've got a few people also have already taken the Joker lap as well. I'll just go through the Joker lap for you right now. It's very, very tight, the Joker lap, but Aita hasn't checked for the Joker lap yet. So we've got Keats having a battle with Stroke as well. So those 2 battling for 3rd place. 2nd place is far reach at the moment, but they are 2 battling as they're going around this tricky right-hander going in there, and they're managing to keep it very clean. No contact from the pair of them, which is very, very good to see. They are very clean drivers and they're doing very well, especially in the rain. Them 2, I can tell they've had a bit more practice because of them keeping it together. Now, Stroke is approaching this, and we still got him behind him in the Peugeot as well. Let's see the battle up front then, because Aita might be still taking the Joker lap. Aita has got a big gap in between Serene Logic, so maybe Aita's tactics is to take the Joker lap at the very last minute to make sure he pulls away the gap that he needs to make sure he takes his victory in this race and possibly the heat. So, doing very well indeed, but Serene Logic very comfortably in 2nd place at the moment. I can look farther behind and you can see neither of the 3rd or 4th place. So let's jump straight to 3rd and 4th place and see. Looks like Stroke has seemed to be pulling ahead at the moment, but we have got Keats catching up. We've got Stroke that went a bit in the gravel there, just for a little bit, but he seems to manage it okay. Oh, he did a bit of grass. He slipped the corner a little bit, and so did Keats. So that was a bit of equal playing field here. As we're approaching the penultimate corner, almost a bit of wheel banging, but they managed to keep it together. Quite nicely done. Final lap, here we go. Aita's already a mile ahead, but we've got Serene Logic nipping at his heels now. Aita must have taken the Joker lap. So, and a great opportunity to overtake right now. He is all over the back of Aita right now, Serene Logic. Let's go on board with Serene Logic. Going through the final corner. It's going to be some very close flat time. It could be a photo finish. No, Aita takes the win with Serene Logic in a very close 2nd. We've got Keats and Strokes. This could be another final lap battle. This is getting interesting. Looks like Stroke takes it. Oh my god, that was a close heat. That was a close race. Very, very interesting. Absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. So Aita takes the win of this race then, with Serene Logic in 2nd, Stroke in 3rd, and Keats in 4th. Wow. I enjoyed that. That was really fun. So, I'm getting ready for the final invite. Here we go. For the final race of this first heat then, which should be quite intriguing to say the least. Some good drivers, and we've got our newest driver in the league, in this lobby. So we will be watching him very closely as well to see how he does. His name is Nate, like I said, so I'd like to wish him the best of luck. But we also got in this lobby Yogan and Ping as well. Primera is just spectating because Primera and Serene Logic are the ones that are doing that. And Isa could have had a better lap time, but apparently he had, as he was saying in the chat, he had damage right from turn 1 and he found it a bit frustrating. So a bit of a shame from him, but he still managed to come out on top as well. So look like Isa's a time to beat at the moment, which I've forgotten what lap time it was. But we also have to wait and see and find out. So here we go. We are about to start the final race of the first heat. Then we'll have a bit of a break, a bit of a delay whilst we get the next heat set up for the second heat. And the second heat is just normal rain. It is all rain in all the heats today. So should be very interesting. And I hope you guys watched the Rallycross in Lowiak, the real life one, because it happened the same week as the real life one. So the AOR one. So I hope you guys watched that as well a few weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks ago to be exact. So should be fun. But Lydden Hill is where we are at the moment. Where these drivers are just about to get ready. We're about to get underway. If you're just watching, hello and welcome to the AOR, Apex Online Racing, Dirt 4 Rallycross League Season 5. We're round number 3 in Lydden Hill. We are on the third and final race of the first heat. Who is going to come out on top then? So, we're riding on board with Yogan then in the middle, which is quite handy to be exact. And we are underway. And Yogan seems to be having a good start, but we've got someone already pulling through, almost a bit of wheel banging again. Let's just see. So we've got Yogan, and who else is in front? We have got Nate. Nate seems to be doing a very good job on his first time about, but he also takes part in the Rally League that happens, which are still signed up over for that. So if you want to sign up for that, I strongly recommend you do it. He does very well in those leagues, so it's actually not that surprising to see him doing very well in this league. But we've got Yogan and Nate battling out for first place right now. This is going to be very interesting. Don't forget, most of the time he's been racing on Xbox. So possibly him getting used to a PC can be quite tricky, but he seems to be doing it very well indeed. Because sometimes on some games can be different on different platforms in the way the handling works, because obviously PC you have to install more drivers, whereas on Xbox and PS4 it's more like a plug in and play and stuff. We got Kaping actually improving quite nicely, and as I was just saying, he just binned into the wall. What a shame. So we got Nate and Jogan still battling out. I think Nate is a bit further ahead, but Nate is taking the Joker lap, so they could meet again. Where is Nate? Oh, they're battling side by side right now. This is getting very, very intense. Excuse me about my cough, but there we go. Going through to that left-hander. Going through the tar. Here we go. Tricky right-hander coming up, as we were saying earlier on. Both of them managing it very, very well to keep the car together. Keeping it very clean. Going into the final corner. Oh, and it was a bit of a slide from Nate. That's allowing Yogan to catch up. Both of them are taking the Joker lap, so they're all on an even playing field. Yogan can overtake. Oh, wheel banging. Oh my god. Wheel to wheel action. They both seem to be doing very well, but Yogan is taking the lead, but there's still one more lap to do it. Can Nate keep Yogan under pressure and overtake? That was a bit of a mistake from Yogan, but which allowed Nate to catch up. Going through the final corner. Who's going to overtake? He's got a chance. Oh my god. Oh, there's one more lap. There's one more lap. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a bit of wheel. Oh, there's a bit of contact. There is a bit of contact. Oh, what a shame. But looks like there's hardly any damage, but I can't really see much damage. But Yoga seems to be a little bit off the line, but he's trying to give Nate a bit more space. Oh my god. This is getting very, very intense to watch. My heart is racing 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. Who is going to come out on top here? Is it Yoga? It looks like to be Yoga with Nate. Very close second. And Ping bringing up the rear as always in last place. But he seems to be doing very well, improving on his speed. So props to him. He is. Ike said to me in an interview a couple of weeks ago that he has been improving. That Ping has been improving quite a lot. And to be honest, I do have to agree with him. Hello also to Smoking Puppy 841 in the chat. So our rate results then. Yogan in first. And by about 1/10 of a second, Nate in second and Ping in third place. So, whoa. What some great races to start off the Saturday night, eh? You've chosen the right time to go on the channel. Hello. So, here we go. I'm going to check when the next heat is meant to start. The next meet is... So we've got a 15-minute break coming up, but I've got a lot of things to say because I was given us stuff to say for the delay, just in case there is a break, but there will be a break, so I will try and think of some stuff to say, but, you know, there we go. I was just trying to find the right chat, but there we go. I have found the right chat. So, there are some very tricky corners. We've got Chesons is actually the corner people get stuck on quite a lot. That is what people find quite a lot. Chesson is probably one of my favourite corners, but I get caught out. And this circuit has played a host to a variety of different events, which have been the BHP show, the Classic Festival, the Vintage Motorcycle Racing, the BTRC Truck Festival, the British Drift Championship. That's almost a tongue twister and a half. Well, it shouldn't be a tongue twister, but ayo. The British Supermoto, and also the Rallycross leagues as well. And there are a lot of... I would actually like to go to Lydden Hill and watch a Rallycross event, because that will be very cool. I'm actually going to check to see when Rallycross goes to Lydden Hill. I think it's already been at Lydden Hill. Actually, no, it's coming in September. No, it's not. No, it's not. Where I can't tell when the Rallycross. No, I think it's already been and gone. Damn it! I think it was like a few races ago, I think. Or it might not be this season, but hey ho. Hey ho about that. So we are going to take a short break whilst we set up the next heat. But first of all, I'm going to check to see if the results are ready. I'm actually going to check right now on the spreadsheet, which I will be posting towards the end of the stream, so you are aware of what is happening. What is happening? What is happening? So it is not ready right yet. So we're going to take a short break. The next heat will be starting at 1:45. So in about 10 minutes time. So make sure you join us in about 5 to 10 minutes time for some more dirt action. We will see you in 10 minutes time. sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below. Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below. Right, hello everybody, we are back. It's been roughly about 5 minutes, so we are going to go through the results of the first heat before we go on to the second heat. So, we've got the results, and in first place in the first heat was Isa with 50 points, with Serene Logic in second, Court in third, Yogan in fourth, Nate is in fifth place, Stroke in sixth, Keith in seventh, Primero in 8th, Spiky in 9th, and Kaping rounding up the top 10. So already Isa taking an early lead and could be the one to beat again tonight. Can anyone beat him? We will have to find out as we are about to start the first heat, the second heat of, I'm not sure what lobby I was meant to join first. Awkward. I wasn't sure. Nope, I joined the wrong lobby. Oopsie daisy. I joined the wrong lobby. Sorry guys, I joined the wrong bloody lobby. There we go. There we go, I've joined the right one. There we go. Whoa. Still taking me a while to get used to the controls again on Stream Deck because I haven't used it in like a week. So, yeah, I have joined the wrong lobby, so I'm so sorry. But I've joined the right one now. So there we go. The first lobby is Serene Logic, Court, Yogan, and Nate. So, I am ready to go. We are ready to go, I mean. For this. A massive shout out to you 30 people that are watching the stream. It's going to be rain still, but less rain than before pretty much. So we could expect to see some very interesting battles. Who you think is going to win the first heat? Just let me know in the chat below. It's good to see you guys getting involved in the chat as much as possible tonight. Our Panda is watching as well. If you just joined us, hello and welcome to the AOR Apex Online Racing Dirt 4 Rallycross League Season 5. We are round number 3 in Lydden Hill and we are in the second heat. And we are about to get underway with the first race with these 4 lovely drivers with Yogan, Nate, Serene Logic and Court. All 4 of them done very well in the first heat. Are they going to do well in the second heat? I've had a few reports. There was a few damages from some of the guys in the first heat. But can they capitalise on that and forget about their mistakes and concentrate on this race? We shall have to find out pretty soon. And we are underway. And looks like Serene Logic has got the better the start of the pair of them, but Court is catching up like a hawk. Court could use the opportunity to overtake, but not far behind Court is the amazing Nate as well. So all the top three very close together indeed. So already a three-way battle for the lead in these early stages of the heat. This is what we like to see coming into this. Very, very exciting. And we've got Jürgen in 4th place, the guy who was fighting with Nate earlier on, fighting for a position. So I don't know why he's slow at the moment, but maybe he's using, maybe he thinks he's got enough points in the first heat, so he just needs to conserve it. Or maybe he thinks he can gain a bit more pace when a lot more people have taken the Joker lap. So I do believe Jürgen did take the Joker lap, so that's probably why. But Serene Logic is in first. Court is catching up. You can see in his mirrors, look, he is right behind him. Very right behind. To be honest, this is going to be one heck of a race between these two guys. They're keeping it very clean, very close together. They seem to be managing very better in the second heat, but probably because there is less rain. But a lot more gravel. They still got to treat the braking zones a bit more better than the dry. If they brake the same as they would in the dry, they'll probably crash and go into a wall. So we don't really want that to happen. As we have got, let's just see what's going on at the front. We've got Jürgen and we have got Nate fighting it up at the moment. Jürgen must have overtaken Nate. So we've got an interesting battle between those two again. Who's going to come out on top of you this time? Oh, a bit of a clip of the wall from Nate there. At this stage, not looking good, but they're catching up between the top two as well. So to be honest, it is anyone's game. It is anyone's game. To be honest, those lot are definitely doing a better job than what I would. So very, very intense. Oh, what happened to Nigel? Is Nigel disconnected? Nigel is disconnected. I don't know. Oh my God! What has happened with Nate? He's flipped it into the wall. I think we got a lobby restart, lads. We wasn't hoping that we would have it, but I think unfortunately the curse is coming. Unfortunately. I don't know. I will have to find out, but or it might be, I don't know, or it might be that the lobby is carrying on. It looks like it is carrying on, but Jürgen is going across the final corner. He wins, but it might be a lobby reset. I don't know. I will check with the organisers. Yep, we will have to restart because Nigel is the officiator. But I'll get the results for you, just in case. But we will have to restart the first race. We were doing so well. We didn't have any... Oh, no, I'm not going to say anything else about it, but otherwise it might happen and we don't want that. So, yeah. But it sometimes happens. Sometimes we get disconnections that happen. So we will be starting shortly. I'll see if I can get an invite from Serene Logic again. No, I'll have to join off Primera. There we go. Join off Primera. So Primera's lobby is going to take place instead. So So whilst we wait for that to happen, we've got Primero, Kaping and Aitza. There we go. About to start and get underway. Hopefully this lobby will go right as well. We're keeping our fingers crossed for that. I need to ready up. There we go. Here we go. Oh no, Jess, don't sing. Don't sing on the stream, please. That'll be... To be honest, me singing on the stream will be very embarrassing. So, apparently Nigel had a screen freeze. He only just got the video, or no, only just the video, audio was still going on. That is a very weird screen freeze, I can tell you the truth, not gonna lie. But hey ho. That's what happens. That means those guys will be fighting again soon, but we will be moving on to the second race then, so we don't have any more delays. So, some of the guys are just getting ready right now. So I hope you guys are enjoying the stream as much as we are. If you are, make sure you get involved in the chat and also on Twitter as well. Because it'll be amazing if you guys can get involved. So, we're like riding on board with our three drivers then. Who is going to come out on top? And we are underway in Lydden again. Primero and Aitza got equal starts. Primero decided not to check the Joker lap. Aitza is. So Primero getting the early advantage, but don't forget he will have to take the Joker lap soon. Aitza probably deciding to take the Joker lap as early as he can to make sure he can increase the gap. Ping actually having a very good start. He is doing not too bad, trying to keep up. He almost trying to keep up, but he is improving race after race, which is absolutely brilliant to see. So Primero and Aitza just about to start the second lap. Primero keeping it very clean. Primero possibly wants to stretch the gap a little bit to make sure that he gains as much time as possible to Aitza, because Aitza is his challenger. Gonna watch Aitza, see how he does. He is closing in onto Primero, so maybe Aitza probably made the right decision to take the Joker lap when he did. We shall have to wait and see as we're going through the third lap now. The final corner goes to start, finish straight. Yes, Primero decided to take the Joker lap. Aitza taking turn one very nicely there. Not clipping any corners, doing it very well. And Aitza not being complacent, which is very, very good to see. And we also like to see very hard, and he is definitely on the one to beat in this heat right now. Lydden's probably a very strong track for him this season. He's learned from his mistakes by the sound of it. Trying to hold it together. Let's see how far Primero is from Aitza. Looks like Aitza already hit that corner already, so a bit further behind. Luckily he's coming in second. Oh, Primero hit the grass a little bit. Let's see where Ping is. Ping is about to start his third lap. Ping actually hitting the braking zones quite nicely. Aitza still in the lead. Visibility is very difficult in these conditions. Let's ride on board. I think Aitza is just about going to lap Kaping, I think. Yes, he is. He's about to lap Ping. And Ping Lost it a bit going to the final corner. Maybe he was under pressure from Isa. As Isa wins. And this guy is going to take third place. Hopefully he will finish his lap. We are praying he finishes his lap because he has finished first few laps. Oh, a bit of blank there from me. All good at the moment. Pink keeps getting time penalties. What a shame. I don't think he's going to finish, you know. I think I probably jinxed it. Commentator's curse right there. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I jinxed it. I'm so sorry, Ping. And Ping is retired, so he won't be getting any points, I don't think, this round. But Isa and Primera will be a 3-minute 14. What a lap from Isa. Great stuff with Primera in second place. Well, wait a minute. Let me just get the results. There we go. Just so the officiators can get the screenshot. Because they probably wouldn't be happy with me if I didn't get the screenshot. There we go. Got ya. Got the screenshots just in time. There we go. So, second race, I do believe, is, I think, I'll need to check if they're rerunning the first race or if they're doing, oh no, we're rerunning the first race. Okay, here we go then. Here we go, here we go, here we go. No, Jess, I told you, do not sing. And did you listen to me? No. And if you're wondering, that's me talking to myself. Because I'm good like that. To be honest, you ever get that habit where you ever do talk to yourself? Because I always do, and it's quite funny. But we're about to get underway with this second race of the second heat. The rerun. We've got Nigel, we've got Court, we've got Nate. And I've forgotten who else was in his heat. I should be paying a bit more attention. And as you can tell from me, I'm probably pretty hyper tonight. And to be honest, I don't quite know why. Due to my holiday, my sleeping pattern isn't completely messed up. But I don't care. So hold on a second. I think my table is again. Right. There we go. Got it back just in time, luckily. So, who do you think's gonna come out on top on this one? We shall have to find out. We shall see. Is it going to be Nate? Is it going to be Yogan? Is it going to be Serene Logic? Or is it going to be Court? We shall have to wait and see. They're just about to get their setups underway. As we are getting on board for you. And also let me know as well, what are you guys eating whilst you're watching the stream? Because I know some of you guys will possibly be having your dinner as well. So, hopefully this race will go good. Hopefully no screen freezes from the guys. And we should get cracking with this race as we've got the lights about to get underway. The rim wipers are there. Visibility should be improved for this race. And we are underway. Let's go, go, go. Nigel seems to get a better start this time. Court again trying to see if he can overtake Nigel. We definitely can see some battles emerging on. Core's lost it a bit there. That's allowed Jürgen to overtake and go into second. Core's got another chance going into turn 4. Around this tricky, going through Chesson now. A lot of traction is needed in this corner, as I said earlier. And Jürgen is already up into second place. Core clipped. Oh, Core is in the grass. Is he able to catch up? Yes, he does. He can catch up. I think he could possibly catch up with Serene Logic. Is Jürgen not far behind? Jürgen, we've got Core and Nate fighting with each other now. Nate is not that far behind from Core, so that's brilliant to see as well. He manages to approach it with Chesson with good ease right now. Very good ease. And I think Jürgen is behind Nate right now. So Jürgen was in second, but he lost it a bit again. But hopefully he can catch up. But Nigel is already ahead for the rest of the field right now. He is definitely showing us to us right now that he is definitely a championship contender going into these races. He's not giving up. He is not being complacent. He's decided to take the Joker lap right now. Where is second place? Court. Is he going to catch up to Serena? Oh, we could almost see him. Can almost catch up, but not that far behind him. Court is the person in third, which is Nate. So those two could be fighting once again. You never know with these types of situations. Chesson is sometimes usually a great place to overtake. Going through the final corner. Those two can't afford to make any mistakes, as Nate is hoping Court might make a mistake, but don't forget, Court is an esports driver. Nate is now in second place. Because Court's taking a Joker lap. I'm not sure if Nate has, but we will find out as we're going to approaching the last few laps. I think we've got Jürgen catching up now. Jürgen has overtaken Court. So already the order changing, but the order's not changing at the front because Nigel is still leading. But the battle is definitely on for the midfield. As Jürgen is trying to catch up to Nate. Going into the final corner. But Court scored 10-second penalty. The thing is that the game doesn't tell me who gets penalties until the very end. So, Serene Logic in first place, Nate in second, Jürgen not that far behind in third, and Court in fourth. But it would have been a 3:25, so that was very close. But unfortunately, due to the time penalties, Court is in last place. So what a shame for him, but hopefully he can recover for the last race coming up really soon. So, final race then of this heat, of the second heat. After this race, we'll have one more heat to go with 3 races, so should be very interesting for the guys. In this heat, we've got Primero, Stroke, Keat, and Spiky, so a full heat right now. Should be very, very interesting for the guys. How is it going to pay off? We'll have to wait and see. And like we said, I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. If you just joined us, hello and welcome to the AOR Apex Online Racing Dirt 4 Rallycross League Season 5. We are here at round number 3. In Lydden Hill. in England. One of my favourite tracks to drive with, even though it's quite tricky, but it's quite nice to drive once you get the hang of it. For some of you that may or may not know, I have driven in the AOR leagues for Dirt 4, so I know quite a lot of how these drivers are facing, but I was always the one in last place, so yeah, it's RIP me, so, but I'm still watching this league, but I'm commentating on it, so that is good to see. So, Stroke is in first place at the moment. He is doing ever so well, and I do believe we've got Keats in last, but I want to see if I can try and follow the battle with Stroke and Spiky. Oh, it's getting intense right now. Spiky's going to try and get through the outside. Oh, almost be a real banging, but managed to handle it very well indeed. Let's go on board with Spiky. No, I want to go on board with Spiky. Thank you very much. There we go. Hopefully in the next Dirt game, the cameras, the spectator cameras will be a lot better. But these ones will do for now, and they work quite well. Oh, as he just went through the gravel. That's allowing Spiky. That's allowing Spiky to go in to overtake quite nicely. No, Primera is spectating, he's not racing. That's why I was a bit confused. There's only 3 drivers. It's not a full heat. Oh, Spiky! What's happened with Spiky? He flipped it a little bit there. That's cost him a bit of time. That's allowing Stroke to take the lead now. Oh, what's happened to Spiky? He was doing ever so well. But Keats is trying to catch up. He's doing ever so well to try and catch up. I can see a car in front of Keats, so maybe if any of these guys make a mistake, Keats could catch up. What a shame from Spiky. But Stroke is on the Joker lap. Let's see. Stroke can afford to play it safe for a little bit. Not for very long though, because I can see someone in his mirrors. I can see Spiky. To be honest, if he didn't make a mistake, oh, and Stroke made a bit of a mistake as well going into that gravel. If Spiky didn't make that flippy mistake, he would have been in the lead right now. So hopefully he can capitalise it on that mistake. I think it's the final lap coming for you right now. Going through this, approaching turn 1. Very well, thank goodness in this rain. To be honest, the disadvantage of the rain, you can't really see the livery, but Dirt 4, the whole point is to get wet. No dirt. What am I saying? Going through Chesson then, does it quite well. Better than the last few races he's done actually. It's very good to see. As Stroke goes through the final corner, and he goes on to win this race. Spiky is in last, but very close between these 3 drivers. Stroke in first, Keats in second, and Spiky in 3rd place. Very, very good races, I think, for the second heat. It was absolutely very brilliant to see how these drivers are faring. And who you think is going to win this round on the heats. Don't forget, in these heats, these is a excuse me. These are based on lap times more than position. So I strongly recommend, if you do like playing Dirt 4 Rallycross, I strongly suggest I do strongly suggest that you get a wheel, because getting a wheel for this game is so much better, because you'll be able to have a bit more traction going out of the corners, and you'll be able to manage it very well. So we are going to take a short break again whilst we get the final heat underway, and I'm going to get a drink as well. So actually the results are in. Hold on, let me get the results before I get a drink. Let me get the results. The results are as follows. For the second heat, tension is coming with a knife right now. So, Lydden Hill results. Ita in the lead once again with Serene Logic in second. Primero taking third place there, so bare heat from Primero this time, with Nate in fourth. Not that far behind. We also got Yogan in fifth, Stroke in sixth, Keat in seventh, Spike in eighth. Cool having a poor showing in the second heat, but hopefully he can recover in the third heat, fingers crossed. And Kaping rounding up the top 10. So we are for the second heat. So those are the second heat results then. I'll post it in the chat quickly. But right now we're going to take a short break whilst I get a drink. So we'll see you in 5 minutes for some more Dirt 4 action. We will see you soon. we are underway for the final heat of Dirt 4 of the round 3 in Lydden Hill. The first race of this heat is Keith, Isa and Nate. This should be very interesting to see who's going to come out on top. Can anyone beat Isa? Excuse me, what's wrong with me today? let us know your thoughts in the chat on who you think is going to win. Let us know and find out. So we're about to get underway, and it is light rain, and I think a lot of people seem to be hating light rain in this game on Dirt 4. I don't mind it as much, to be honest, but hey ho, it is, to be honest, a driver preference. So we were about to get underway. Sorry, there was my mum that came through the door. And again, let us know your thoughts. Who's going to do well in this heat? The final heat should bring up some interesting battles. Can Nigel? I think Nigel will be the only one who can catch up, but there possibly could be some other people that catches up. But it does depend on how Isa does well. If Isa win this heat, if Isa win this race, it will be very tough for Isa to beat everyone else to beat him. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens between these drivers. Massive shout out to all 12 of you that are watching the stream right now. It is very good to see the amount of support that we get during the AOR streams. It's great to see. And why am I making that noise? I don't know. But we are about to get underway. Isa, Nate, Keith, who is going to come out on top, as we're just getting a few people ready for this final heat. For the first race of this final heat. This is anyone's game. Can anyone beat this man? And this man knowing as Isa. And it is lights out, and away we go. And Isa's got a very good start going into turn 1. Isa, like he did in the first heat, second heat, taking the Joker lap first. But who's coming out on top between the first guys? It looks like to be Keats, but Nate is trying to make a move going into turn 1. Keats almost making a mistake, but he recovered that quite nicely there going into almost Keston. Going for Keston now, the tricky right-hander. Nate went a little bit to the gravel, but he seemed to manage that quite well. Going through to the final corner. Nigel is not that far behind, but don't forget these two haven't taken the Joker lap. So this will be a very even playing field. Nate decided to take the Joker lap now. Keith hasn't. No, it's not Nigel, it's Isa. It's Isa. Excuse me. Getting my words mixed up. I do apologise. Oh my god. As Isa's trying to make a move down on Keats. Keats is not letting me have it that easy. Oh, a bit of damage. Oh, not that much though. He seems to recover it together. But Isa's in the lead as always, but not that comfortably at the moment. Because don't forget, it's not about position, it's about lap time. We also have to wait and see what his lap time is. See if he can manage it. Where's Keith then? Keith's actually catching up to Isa really, really well. So, he's showing he's also one of the best as well. Actually, no, it's Keith's catching up to Nate. As Keith is trying to make a move on Nathan. Can he do it? No, he can't. Nate managing to hold that position. Nate probably definitely made the right decision to take the Joker lap. When he did, he almost banged it into the wall. Keith is catching up. Track position could be very vital as far as lap time is concerned. So Nate must be having a little bit of confidence going into this heat because he came fourth in the second heat, which is a very good result from him, and he came second in the second race. So he's hoping to do well in the final race. He's doing very well, especially he's on the PC, but he has had a bit of practice. Don't forget, they've all, me, myself included, and these guys have had a week's break. So they've had an extra week to practice Lydden Hill just to make sure they get it right. Heitzer now is already ahead of the rest of the field right now. And he wins. We'll see the lap time in a second though. Keith's in third. And Nate is, Nate's in third. Nate's in second. A good result from him. He definitely had a psychological advantage, I think, by the looks of things, which was good to see. And Keith is in third. We've got Heitzer winning now with a 3:16. What a lap. That is the time to beat. If any drivers are watching the stream, that is. And, yes, we've got 2 more races to go. Heitzer's heart must be beating right now and see if anyone can beat him. I think the only one that can beat him this heat is Nigel. But I think it is Heitzer's to lose. But he didn't bottle it like I thought he would in Lydden Hill. He must have forgotten what happened last season, and he managed to do that well. So, second heat, which I need to be invited for. Second race even. So I'll wait to get an invite, unless I can join the game myself. If I could do, yes I can. There we go. And to be honest, I think what I was taught in the car today, when I was on my way back from holiday, which I had to leave, we had to leave quite early, so I can watch the golf qualifying. If you have a song stuck in your head, the top tip, if you want it out of your head, sing Happy Birthday. It doesn't matter if it isn't your birthday, but 9 times out of 10 it works. But obviously I'm not going to try it on the stream because that'll be quite embarrassing. But yeah, one of my friends has a song stuck in their head, and that's what we did, and it seemed to work. And I was singing along as well, and that kind of helped. So who's going to win this race? We will have to find out. And Nigel, our championship contender, and the only person that could possibly snatch the round win from Heitzer. But because Heitzer's got 2 wins under his belt, all for these guys possibly may need to get a better lap time than Heitzer in order for possibly Nigel to snatch away the win. But we shall have to wait and see what happens. So, and by the way, if you're wondering what the standings are for Heat 1 and Heat 2, I have put the link in the chat so you are aware about what's happening. So, who can Nigel beat Ita? These guys are going to work possibly to an advantage. They are underway right now. It's Nigel. Good start from Nigel, but Court is catching up as well. We got Yogan not that far behind again. The three-way battle for the lead. Court is looking to have a better race than he did last time about. He was pretty much second to last in the second heat, which was a bit of a shame. I think I might have jinxed him again. No, I haven't. He's in second again. Yogan in third. And Stroke in fourth. There, that is your order coming for you right now. Nigel's already pulling away. Don't forget, Ita's lap time around here was a 3:16. Nigel is looking to beat that. And if the others want to beat them, possibly they need to get around the 3:15s as well, in order for Nigel to stand a chance of taking the round win. But if that doesn't happen, Ita will take the win, no matter. We'll just have to wait and see. As Yogan, so not too bad, caught in second. No, I think we got caught in third, sorry, Yogan in second. Yogan, let me just look behind Nigel a second. By the looks of things, Yogan, I can't see in Nigel's mirrors, so Nigel is definitely comfortably in the lead at the moment. We'll find a few times they take away Lydden Hill, because Lydden Hill is quite tricky to handle. Yogan is now under pressure from Court right now, going into the left-hander, almost about to post Chesson. Court managing to get the straight done very well. A bit of overtaking needed. Court is taking the outside line. And he's definitely taking the right lane now as Court has managed to go into second. Yogan doing very well to try and defend that, but Yogan didn't take the Joker lap. I think Court, I do believe, has taken the Joker lap, but I don't know. Stroke is in third, not having the best results today, but he still managed to take some very good, valuable points. We'll have to wait and see. So, how is Nigel doing? He seems to be having no damage at the moment, which is very good to see. We'll have to wait and see what his lap time is coming up soon. If Nigel takes the win on track. Yogan, where's Court? I think Court's in second. Yeah, Court's in second. Yogan third. And Stroke in fourth. Lap times. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, it wasn't a 3:16 that Nigel, that Ita got. Ita got a 3:14. Nigel got a 3:15. So unfortunately, I think no one's going to take the round win from Ita. Looks like Ita has won the heat unless anybody could get less than a 3:14. Oh, that was ever so close. Ever so close between those lap times. Oh no, wait a second. Wait a second. 3:15. Yeah, I was right. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong bloody screen. I said that B word, but yeah, I was looking at the wrong screenshots. I'm sorry. My God. I'll just put that on Discord. But yeah, Nigel as Nigel has won the heat so far, unless anyone in this final heat can beat him. But that means Nigel will definitely take second place in this round. Sorry, I was getting confused with the screenshots. Oh my God, oh my Gilead. So, final race about to get underway. Who's good? And I need to spectate. That would help, Jessica. That would help. So we got Primero, Kaping, and Spiky racing then. I have readied up. There we go. So, lap times are crucial. So we also got amazing people. We got Jerex, Dominic in the chat. Hello. Again, sorry if I pronounced your names wrong. There we go. The thing I'm trying to get used to when I do streams is how to pronounce people's names. And it is sometimes quite tricky, especially if you haven't even commentated on the driver before, but luckily I seem to manage. So, we've got Kaping, Spiky and Primero for this final race then. Thanks to everybody that's been sticking about for most of this stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have liked the stream, don't forget to click the like button and make sure you go and subscribe to the AOR channel and turn notifications on so you know when to expect to see a stream from AOR next. So we will have to wait and see what happens. We're riding on board with Primero. Primero's looking to get a good result here. So is Spiky. Can Kaping get faster? We shall have to find out. Looks like we are underway as Spiky and Primero hang a very good fight here. Primero having the advantage going into turn 2. Visibility has definitely improved in this round, probably due to less rain. But a few puddles going through here, especially through Chesson. Spiky is trying to make a move through Chesson. Looks like nice defending from Primero. But what a nice move down the inside from Spiky as he got the move done quite well. Primero taking the Joker lap. Spiky hasn't taken the Joker lap, so this will be extremely close. It will be all to play for in this heat. Spiky needs to make sure he takes the gap he needs. He can't afford to take the foot off the pedal, basically. He's got to make sure he's up and at it and make sure that he pays attention, make sure that he hits the corners very well, which he does nicely. Let's see where Primero is. Primero's going into turn 2. No sign of Ping at the moment, but Ping again is definitely improving on his speed from when we last saw him, which was very good to see. As Spiky is doing his absolute best to try and catch up to this guy. Which I think Spiky's taking a Joker lap. Oh, it's going to be very tight between Spiky and Primero. Spiky jumps Primero, and Spiky's in the lead again. What a very tactical decision from Spiky. Great job. This could be some very close lap times. Nigel thinks that the heat victory is his, but will it? Nigel can't be complacent while he's watching these heats right now. We shall have to find out. Spiky approaches that very well. Don't forget they've both taken jokers. Where's Carl's Kaping doing? He's doing very well approaching Chesson. Approaches that corner very well actually. Great job from Ping. Great stuff. He is definitely improving, I've got to admit. I've got to admit right now. Nice drift from Spiky through Chesson. Or how we say the corner name. As Spiky goes through the final corner and he wins the race. We'll see the lap times in a minute once Kaping goes through the line. Kaping has hit the gravel, that was a bit of a shame. We're going to wait to see if he's finishing. Whilst we wait. As we're hoping Ping is going to finish as Ping goes through the final corner. As he goes on, take third. Let's see the race results. Yes, Nigel comfortably takes the heat victory due to Spiky on a 3:22. So, yeah, Serene Logic has won the final heat, but unfortunately it's not enough for him to win the round because Eitzer took second. So 2 wins plus a second for Eitzer and 2 seconds plus a win for Nigel means that Eitzer wins the round. So well done to Eitzer. So well done to Eitzer again. He's on form. I do believe we have 2 or 3 more rounds left. I'm not entirely sure. I'm actually going to check the schedule to see what round we are on next. I will have to wait and see. So, let me just check the schedule quickly. Just be sure where we are at next week. I'm just making sure. I'm just looking. I'm trying to look at a thread, but it's not letting me. There we go. So next is Montalegre with 2 rounds left. Well, I'm just going to check if he wants an interview. But if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. Now the next. So we've got 2 more rounds left, and Eitzer's taken 3 heat wins already out of 3. So looks like, I think, if my calculations are correct, I'm not going to say anything. Do the math. I don't think anyone can get 3 wins. So I think he has won the championship already. But I'm not going to say anything. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything else because I think the points are so close. It's anyone's game. So I'm not going to say anything. So, Eitzer's ready for an interview. So, I am going to do this. I am going to do this. I need to go on the right Discord server. There we go. Go in this. There we go. And get me those on. And we're going to join with our heat winner then. Our round winner. I'm going to drag him to the commentary box. And we've got our round winner once again. Isa, how are you doing?
Well, that wasn't as straightforward as I thought it would be. I got damage in 2 of the heats, so it was very difficult to drive the car. Once was very unfortunate with Serene Logic in turn 1. It was just a little bit of contact, and it was enough to damage the steering, I think.
Yeah.
And then obviously the incident with Kegsay damaged the car as well. But thankfully, I was able to keep it on the road and just keep going and get enough pace together to win the event. It's been 3 seasons that I've been trying to win this event, and finally I've won my home race. It feels great. It really does.
You must be feeling very happy, because I was a bit worried that you were gonna have another season 4 moment there. So, what was the pressure going into this race, knowing that was on your shoulders from last season?
Well, last season was a really big incident, and I made sure to never be on the outside on that turn ever again. But yeah, I just think that I prepared myself better for racing side by side this time. It didn't really work out in the racing, but it definitely allowed me to avoid a big incident like that. But for sure, the racing was great. The first heat versus Serene Logic was just pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
And yeah, great racing.
You must have improved. Then. Definitely that week's break probably helped you a little bit, did it? With that.
Well, yes and no. I did get a lot of practice in, but I'm sure that Serene Logic and others did as well. And I've had to move back to university, so that kind of threw my schedule right up the window. Yes. But overall it went well, and yeah, I can't be displeased with it. And yeah, no harsh feelings towards really anybody. It's racing, there's contact, and sometimes you get off good, sometimes you get off worse, and that's just how it goes. But yeah, I'm really happy with the racing this time. People are definitely improving.
They are. I think everyone seems to be improving as well. It's very, very great to see the drivers going through the ranks basically. And you got two more rounds left. You're 3 points between you and Serene Logic. How are you going to put the challenge to him in the final 2 rounds? Because he's won the final heat, so he's definitely shown he's a force to be reckoned with. How are you going to put up a fight in the final 2 rounds to make sure you come out on top?
Well, I think he's definitely somebody to not underestimate.
Yeah.
He definitely has a lot of pace, and I'm under no impression that the championship is won at this point.
No.
All it takes is a puncture and a DNF, and that's a load of points lost, and you drop positions in the standings. And with the points table being 1 point between every driver per position, you know, all it takes is a bad result, and it throws the order completely into the air. So I think all I've got to do is just keep doing what I'm doing, driving as I'm driving, and just not think about it too much. Because if you start thinking about it, you make mistakes, you drive cautiously, you don't take the risks that are needed to win a race. So yeah, if I change my style right now, it's got more risk than reward.
Yes. Apart from Serene Logic, who are you watching out for in the final 2 rounds? Who do you think might challenge you possibly for the championship win as well? Because obviously the points are very close between the top 4 right now. So
well, certainly I think Court can gain some points back. He's shown pace in the previous season, so I think, you know, if he gets his act together, he can win a race definitely. Obviously, Primero has some wheel problems at the moment, so he was using a controller this time. So,
oh, was he?
Yeah, credit to him on his pace, to be honest. He did really well.
He was fourth.
I have to thank him, really, in the second heat for letting me through there, or doing what he called a strategic joker. Really good team play. But yes. I'm also impressed by Nate. It's his first Rallycross round, and he did really well.
Yes.
His racecraft was great, and yeah, I think he did a really good job. I think his pace will improve the most, obviously, because of experience. And I think that there could be some really interesting racing.
Yes, because he came sixth in the heat, so not bad for a first timer on a PC. So great stuff.
Well, you've also got to take into account the fact that it was in the rain, and most people just practice in the dry, and they think, well, rain is just a little bit of chance, so if it happens, it happens. But these 3 heats were in the rain, and I know not a lot of people practice for that scenario.
No.
So yeah, I know that Serene and myself didn't do very much practice in the rain, so yeah, we were kind of.
Did.
Yeah.
But what a chance! All 3 rounds had to be in the rain, didn't it? Oh god.
Kind of describes UK weather, doesn't it? You have the summer for about 1 month, and then the rest of it's just rain. So yeah, pretty realistic, I'd say.
Yeah, very realistic, but just goes to show it does get picked at random. It's not like you don't know until the actual day of the race, so they've got to prepare for those. So we know literally an hour before the race, so the time to practice, you can get, I don't know, 6 practice sessions at most in that time, so you've just got to go into it and see what happens. I know that since I raced in AOR before, and it was quite difficult to practice in these conditions, knowing that you had an hour to do it, so it was quite tricky. Yeah, but I think we're about to head off, but before I forget, because I forgot last time, but I'm not going to forget this time, is do the heat results. So, like we said, Ike's has take the win of the round then with 16 points that he's added, so it makes him 145 points. Nigel doing very well there with 50 points to close up to Ike's in second. Court is in third and Primero in fourth, so your usual 4 contenders there. But we got Yogan in 5th, Nate in 6th, a great result for him. Spikey in 7th, Stroke in 8th, Keats in 9th, and Kaping rounding up the top 10. So we have our... It's gonna be close going into the final 2 rounds, and the championship for Lot J Esports doing very well indeed. Primero I think Team Order seems to be working quite well, like Ike has said. We've got Worldwide Racing in 7th, Great Gravel Boys in 3rd, and Pinehead Works in 4th. Nate has joined Pinhead Works, so not Pinehead, excuse me. And we've got Keats and Kaping in 5th, Nayan in 6th. I don't think he took part. No, he didn't. None of the other teams took part in this race. So any final words you got to say before we wrap up the stream? I think, well, team orders, I just want to get on that point. That's a bit of a strong word. I didn't order him out of the way. He decided that himself, so just wanted to put that out there. No, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Oh my god.
You know, we're all for racing, you know, Primero and myself, and there's lots of times where we've said, look, we're just going to race each other, and that's that. So,
I can't believe I said that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just thought I wanted to clear that up. But yeah, the constructors is looking really, really close. So again, that's another scenario where none of us can put a foot wrong, or it just completely, you know, messes up our points tally. No. And yeah, it's going to be close.
It is, and I hope you guys watch the stream next week, which is in Portugal again, because in the first round that we did, we had to cancel it. But we are back next week in Portugal, so hopefully things will go right. And we've had no green light bugs today. Yay!
It's probably the first time that I've been in a championship with no green light bugs.
That was brilliant. The only issue we had was the screen freeze from Nigel, but apart from that, some good racing we saw today, and I think we're going to wrap it. Thanks to all 16 of you who came out to support the stream tonight. We'll be back same time next week. Make sure you check some other AOR action. But until then, I've been Jess Games 95, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.